Welcome to Stay Wavy TV. Enjoy and ride the wave. Welcome to Stay Wavy TV.
Breaking news, y'all. Less than a week after Gervonta Tank Davis turned himself into jail in Miami after being on the run for 2 weeks, where the U.S. Marshals had to track him down and arrest him, another arrest warrant was issued for Gervonta Davis for violating probation. So Tank, it's over, bro. It's safe to say at this point, bro, Gervonta Tank Davis's boxing career is over, bro. Okay, this man just can't stay out of trouble, bro. He can't keep his hands off women, and he can't just stay out of jail for more than 6 months to a year. This is crazy, y'all. Less than a week after you turn yourself in, you got another arrest warrant issued, bro. So let's get into it. Shout out to TMZ. It says legal issues continue to mount for Gervonta Tank Davis because nearly a week after he was arrested in Miami over domestic violence allegations, TMZ Sports has confirmed an arrest warrant was issued out of Maryland for the troubled boxer. Court records show Judge Althea Handy issued the warrant Monday on the grounds that Davis violated his probation relating to his 2020 hit and run that injured 4 people, including a pregnant woman. So to all the Gervonta Tank Davis fans out there that keep coming on my videos saying, "Oh, they're out to get Tank. Tank is innocent. They're just out to get Tank because he's a successful black man," bruh. This man had a hit and run, injured 4 people, including a pregnant woman, and he fled the scene, bruh. This is y'all Lord and Savior, Gervonta Ike Turner Chris Brown Davis. That's y'all Lord and Savior. This is the guy that y'all keep defending. The 31-year-old received 90 days of house arrest, 3 years of probation, and 200 hours of community service. He was later sent to jail after violating the terms of his home confinement. Davis's attorney in the case, Hunter Pruitt, has asked the judge to recall the arrest warrant and instead have a summons issued. He says Mr. Davis has appeared as directed, posted bond, complied with all conditions, remained within Florida, and promptly notified supervision of his arrest, Pruitt wrote in court documents obtained by the Baltimore Banner. Now, see, Gervonta Davis, this is how I know you got a janky lawyer, bro. Your lawyer's capping. Your lawyer is leaving out the fact that he was on the run for 2 weeks, bro. The U.S. Marshals, they had to call the U.S. Marshals to find where Gervonta Davis was to arrest him. He was on the run for 2 weeks, acting like everything was all peaches and cream, bruh. The man was on Instagram going back and forth with DJ Academics. I heard he pulled up to Adrian Broner's house, had a bologna sandwich, drank a couple Coronas and Heinekens. Come on, man. He was on the run, bruh. They had to literally track down where he was at. I posted a picture on my videos. Y'all can check it out. He didn't turn himself in. They had to find a nigga. So your lawyer is capping, bruh. So his lawyer goes on to say, detaining him in Maryland would frustrate, not facilitate, compliance by impairing his ability to defend the Florida case and creating substantial logical barriers to court appearances. It all came after a weeks-long search, like I already said, shout out to TMZ, for the undefeated boxer ended when U.S. Marshals scooped him up on Wednesday. So once again, at any point he did not turn himself in, the U.S. Marshals had to literally find out where he was at, okay? So Davis was ordered to stay away from the victim in the club where the alleged incident took place, as well as have zero contact with the alleged victim directly or indirectly. So it's safe to say, y'all, that Gervonta Tank Davis's boxing career is over. It's done, okay? It's looking like Gervonta Tank Davis, unfortunately, is going to have to do some prison time. And by the time he gets out of prison, he's going to be in his mid-30s. He could be 33, 34, 35. And Gervonta Davis is having a career similar to Mike Tyson, right? The only difference is Gervonta Tank Davis, as far as we know, does not do drugs, right? He doesn't do drugs like Mike Tyson was doing. But, you know, he's having the same allegations, right? Not as harsh, right? Like Mike Tyson was accused of one of the worst things you could be accused of when it comes to a woman. But Gervonta Tank Davis, at this point, he's a serial woman beater. Let's just call it what it is. You know, he's been accused of putting his hands on women at least 5 times, bro, within the last 3-4 years. You know what I'm saying? And I think Gervonta Tank Davis I think him going to prison would be the best thing for him, because if he keeps getting passes, if he keeps, getting slaps on the wrist like only doing a month in the county jail, then he's going to come out and keep doing the same thing, bro. He hasn't shown any sign that he's going to stop this bad behavior. So at some point, you got to stop giving somebody slaps on the wrist and actually give them a real punishment so they can learn their lesson. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to Gervonta Tank Davis. Hopefully he can turn things around. But as of right now, it's looking like this man's boxing career is over, bro. And it's sad, bro, because, we never got to get the fights that we wanted to see from Gervonta Tank Davis. We never got Tank versus Devin Haney. We never got Tank versus Shakur Stevenson. We never got Tank versus Teofimo Lopez. And there's a possibility that we're never going to get those fights. Because in his most recent fight with Lamont Roach Jr., where he had a draw, where a lot of people like myself think he lost, he didn't even want to do the rematch. He didn't even want to do the rematch, bro. Instead of doing the rematch and beating the guy that many people think you lost to, you decided to pull up to a strip club in Miami at 4 a.m. and put your hands on a woman because she broke up with you and she blocked your phone number, blocked all your social media platforms. So you got in your feelings about that. You probably was listening to some Drake. I'm more than just an option. Hey, 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 refuse to be forgotten. That's what Tank was listening to while he was pulling up to the club. He was playing that Drake, Find Your Love, you know what I'm saying? Drake was like, let's be honest, man, Tank a light-skinned nigga, bro. He was in his feelings. He light-skinned. Tank is like only 5'4", 5'5", you feel me? Like Gervonta Tank Davis, he's obviously a sensitive, emotional dude with a temper problem. You feel me? So he was listening to some Drake, pulled up to the club and crashed out. Let's just call it what it is, man. He fumbled a $40 million Jake Paul bag, bruh. That would have probably been the easiest fight of Gervonta Tank Davis' career. He was going to make $40 million, bruh. He fumbled the Jake bag, bruh. Shout out to my nigga Two-Tone the Superstar, bruh. He fumbled that Jake bag, bruh. So it's over, man. Gervonta, Ike Turner, Chris Breezy Davis, it's over for that boy. And with that being said, man, make sure y'all subscribe. Click that hype button for your boy. Hype the video up for your boy. Thumbs up the video. And let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. It's your boy Wavy, Stay Wavy TV. Thank you guys for watching. I'm out.
Welcome to Stay Wavy TV. Enjoy and ride the wave.